Hello folks, and welcome to the Vanguardian leveling stream. So I went ahead and actually just purchased the class right away. I had some gems and stuff saved up for him. I got a ring and everything, and I think I have all 3 stellars in my inventory. So we've got some stuff to play with when the time comes for it. Let's see, we don't need the starter class coin. We need this guy right here. So we're gonna get the Vanguardian as high as we can tonight. I've got about an hour and a half to do some leveling. We've got a patron pass I'm going to use, and we've got a couple EXP potions. I'm probably going to only use one of those tonight since I don't think we're getting a decent boost. Yeah, we're getting very little tonight. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We get another level out of it. Alright, let's start at level 12. We can put everything away now. Let's get those back. You get these in the Vanguardian pack, which I thought was kind of neat. So I got those to play around with later on. Not quite sure where I want to do leveling yet. Probably just go to a gem world, or do I go to someplace? I don't know. We could go do some dungeons in the new area. That would probably be the fun thing to do then. Is it maybe a U7 world? Dragonfire Peaks, Forbidden Spires, Jurassic Jungle. Did they replace all the neon cities with them? I don't know. So we're gonna have to get this guy up first, see how much stuff we can get on him. Alright, literally like a few minutes in, already 4,600 power rank. Oh crap, he can take 2 gems already. So I don't have fantastic gems for him to start off with, but they're not half bad for starters. I had to get his stuff switched around, but that's not bad to start stuff off with. We're already at 417,000 max health, 44,000 physical damage. It's the crit hit that's really sucky, but that'll be better once we get some more gems on, and that should happen really fast. So let's start off right there before even going into a world. His coefficient is at 82,000. Well, I ain't gonna get a lot of EXP in here, but I should not have a problem in here at all. And yes, okay, so these areas actually are all converted then, which I think is pretty cool. Ah, well, I'm gonna have to get away from these assholes. Holy shit. That is way too many people. Which one's he going for? Is he going over there? Oh, did he come down there? He sure did. You fucking cocksucker. Alright. Let's see if we can go over here and be left totally alone right now. What the shit was that? Oh, okay. We seem to be a little bit past these guys. Yeah, we should probably be in like a U6 or something. Probably? I'd say probably at least a U6. Alright, well so far this is extremely satisfying actually. Is this a dungeon right in there? Maybe, huh? Okay, that's odd. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to take this guy to a better world. And let's get these going while we're at it. Let's get that. Let's head back to the club world for a minute. Let's try Uber 6. It's funny, I haven't spent much time in this new biome. Alright, let's see how we do. Did not get a chance to see how much EXP I got. Okay, so he's shooting shit now. Should probably raid these, huh? Deal damage to enemies in front of you, increasing their damage taken from all sources. Wow. Force Flash. Pulse kinetic energy that damages nearby energies while increasing movement speed and damage resistance. Mode and leap backwards, gaining energy. Oh, that's pretty cool. What do I got? That's a better gem. $141,000 coefficient now. Alright, so it seems like even in U6, we're still basically One Punch Man. Hey, Sir Sobla. How's it going, man? Yeah, we just started leveling this guy 15 minutes ago. I used one of the minor EXP. Well, actually, I used 3 of the minor EXP tokens to get him to level 12. And then we just shot him up to level 13. So we're just going to see how fast he goes. I'm doing really good. I'm enjoying this new class immensely. So I'm trying to see how far I can take it. So here's the Ranger ranged mode, I guess. Alright, and then that switches it off. So you gotta hit it again and that switches it right off. Oh, hello, sir. Yeah, basically I had to judge whether or not I wanted to spend the money on this class. Because I've spent so much time and so much money in this game already, but I was like, you know, it's either you spend a couple months grinding for something like this, in repetitive grinding. It's not a new type of grinding. There's not really any fun things to do now. They do have a lot of new items that you can get by doing missions and stuff, I guess. But to me, it's still leveling, and I mean, it's still collecting materials and stuff like that. So I'd rather just buy them outright for like 1 hour of work, you know, at a job, and then just be able to enjoy him that much sooner. I guess that's my concept on it. Because people were saying it takes quite a while to get the materials you need to unlock this guy. So I don't know exactly how many hours of playtime it would take, but for $20, it's definitely a lot less time used. I love the new look for Neon City, I must say. Neon City does look really nice now. Because it felt very empty before. You know what I mean? It was neat, but it just felt so empty. Now it's very vibrant. I like the use of colors. Yeah, I had to go for the time saving factor of it. Now what are they saying here? Is this... What are you doing? You take that? I haven't even done most of these dungeons in this new area. So I'm kind of doing two new things at once. I'm testing out this new class, and I don't think I've ever done dungeons in this biome, honestly. I spend most of my time in gem worlds. I don't spend too much time in the normal areas anymore, so it's kind of nice to see this. The question is, where is the boss? Oh, here he is, right here. Right? Holy crap. Alright, so that laser beam is pretty damn sweet. But it seems like we're doing quite a bit of damage just like this, though, too. Alright, so we got 14. I don't think we get anything for 14, right? What's the next one we get? 15. Alright, 15, we get that, and then I've got this guy all set for it. We have a new recipe over here. Let me go grab that. I don't have any recipes from this realm, I don't think. So, Sir Slowbro, how long have you been playing the game?
Many whelps! Now handle it!
Thank you! Thank you for the follow, and I love it every time I get to hear that. Oh, nice. Okay, so you've been around for quite a while. I started 3.5 years ago. I've been around since early beta, so like when it just came out. When it just came out into open beta, the original open beta, that's when I started. So I did, mostly in the beginning, I focused on building. I didn't focus too much on the combat, but then a ways in, I started really to get into it. I know, I've been here forever. I've never left. I've stayed logged in 24/7. Not really, but it feels like it sometimes. I apologize for not having this officially full screen. I've got the little, the task bar down there. For whatever reason, OBS right now is not liking this game, and I keep trying to make a windowed mode of it or go full screen with it, and I keep having sound issues or other technical problems, so I'm doing a desktop display right now, and that's why it's not perfect, but it's working. I tell you, it was so weird. I fired this thing up, and the window mode, as I had it, would not fit. Would not like stretch to fit the window screen I normally have it fit on OBS. And then it just would show a picture of the game, but it would be frozen. It wouldn't show an up-to-date feed. And then I went to full screen. Every time I tried to stream in full screen, for whatever reason, it shut off all of my headphone and microphone audio and put it through my other speakers that I have. So it was really weird for a while. It's been a little bit since I've streamed this game. Highest class is 5,000 PR. If I could say one thing then, I would say pick one, pick your favorite one, and then just get that to 10K. It is fun to play all the classes. I love it. But get 1 to 10K. Once you get 1 to 10K and you can start getting in and getting your stellar normal gems, the entire game changes and you have so much more open to you. I can show you my I can give you a little preview of all my classes here. Hang on. Where is it? So my Gunslinger's 22k, my Candy's 20.9, 18.3 on the Fae, 17.9, 17.9, 16, 13, 13. And this guy's actually already higher than the Boomeranger, which I basically never play. Because I actually saved up some gear for this guy. Yeah, dude, it was when somebody told that to me, and it made total sense afterwards, because it's like, once you have access to U9 worlds, and you have some friends with you, even if you're just over that 10k barrier, you can start grinding those 10k dungeons, and you have a chance at getting stellar normal gems. Radiant normal gems are going to be much more common for you, which is huge in trying to get your PR up early game, is having access to a frequent supply of radiant normal gems. So that's super important. And once you get that guy there, you can literally use those gems in all your classes. So then you just start farming it with your one character that you have at 10k, and then you build up all your other classes after that. Let's see here. It's all about making leveling and the gameplay as easy and as simple as you can for yourself. Because the longer it takes to level up an individual class, the longer it takes to gain power overall. So once you hit that one class into that new power zone where you get it over that 10k mark and you start farming, it's a totally different game. Okay. I haven't been inside one of these in a while. Oh my god, I love it. Alright, so far this laser beam is my favorite thing. I don't know if it's great, if it's going to be great for towers or not, but so far it's my favorite thing to use. It's just the, this is the R2, is this laser beam. Also, if you want another great thing that you can do to track your progress and to figure out how strong your character is getting, because, you could, just look at the power rank and that helps a bit, but you don't know exactly how much damage you're doing and really how powerful you're becoming. I don't know if you have it yet, but there is a mod that shows you exactly what your calculated average damage is. So let me show you that. This is like one of the most simplest downloads that there is in the on the workshop. It just adds an extra stat in. So this gives you your damage coefficient. So your coefficient basically gives you a conglomeration of all the damage you're doing. It calculates in the crit damage, crit hit, and your magic damage or physical damage stat. So why is my magic damage that high? Oh, that's why I have magic damages on the face mask. I gotta get all these things changed around once I have the money. I am almost entirely broke after getting the stuff I already had for this thing. It's expensive leveling up stellar gems. I leveled up all these gems here for it. Bought the 3 stellars. Was it worth it? Absolutely. So when that crit hits, because my crit hit right now is pretty low, when that crit actually hits, it is giving me a serious damage boost. So what I need to do is get to a spot where I'm doing more dungeons faster. So I think while this is fun, we're going to go to a spot where we can level the quickest, and I think it's probably going to be a water gem portal. Wow, this looks weird now. I wonder what they did to the That looks like graphics glitch. It doesn't look like it used to. Alright, let's go back into the U6. And, Sir Slowbra, if you're still with us here, this channel plays a lot of different games. I occasionally play Trove. It's not a game I've played actually in a little while now on stream. We play 7 Days to Die. We have Josh, who is another streamer on this channel. There's actually 5 of us. So there's 5 streamers on this channel. 3 of us will actually host the streams, but there's a total of 5 of us. We play a huge variety of different games. Euro Truck Sim we play. I play Entropia Universe. I'm playing retro games like some of the old Tomb Raiders, and also games off of like the NES, SNES, N64, all the older consoles that you grew up with. I play a couple other MMOs too. Steven plays a lot of single player games too, and we also play things like 7 Days to Die. Let's see, what else have we been playing lately? Okay, so we played Scrap Mechanic for a while. We still kind of play that a little bit. God, there's so many things we've tried out. Path of Exile, we actually just started playing, and we like that quite a bit. We plan on playing Vermintide 2 once that gets fully released, because I think it's just in closed beta right now, so we're going to be playing that. And we play a little bit of everything, really, so you'll definitely find things you like. Oh, and I just started a new Subnautica playthrough, so I've been enjoying playing Subnautica quite a bit. What other dragons do I have? I have quite a few. Let me get the list out. Alright, so here's all my full dragons. I have Desayan the Immortal, which we were just given, actually. I have Azorian the Blue, Lambit the Neo-Lord, Trimarch the Ancient, Siluria the Enchanting, Cadaveros the Waiting Oblivion. I like that guy a lot. Galanor, Primarch of the Permafrost, Stellarian, Charter of the Constellations, Velkizir, King of Dragons, Aurum, Keeper of Histories, Fortros, Elbairn, Selene, the Celestial Storm, Yorn, the Dusk Shadow, which was a new addition to my collection, Errol, Aramatra, Pantea, Dracolotl. Do I have Pantea already? Actually, I don't remember getting Pantea. I don't think I've ever flown this bastard. Huh, okay. Honestly, don't remember having it. Dracolotl, Thalasian, Tannenbomber, Rachnathon, which is harder to get. I was lucky, actually, when I used, I think it's like a dragon totem or something like that. It gives you a random dragon. I lucked out in getting Rachnathon. And then I do have all 3 of the primordial dragons. We're going to keep this guy out because he does not get enough love. Ooh, pretty. Can you tell I've played too much? God, is this overpowered for this level. If But I think I'd get diminishing returns as far as time-wise in other dungeons. You know, if I went up a U level, I think the time it would take to complete it. Also, I don't think I'd get more EXP. I'm too low in level right now. Oh, wait, shit. Did I hit level 15? Hang on a second. I didn't even see I hit level 15. Oops. Let's get that in there. Spirit Surge, Explosive Epilogue, and Mired Mojo. Not perfect, but it's a good start. Alright, so just because you know, I have other classes in that you know, around 20k, so I've got classes over 10k and I can farm those stellars. I had stellars all save up for this guy. So now I just have to wait until he hits certain levels, and then I can already get this guy up to like 15 or 16k PR, no problem. So I'm curious to see how high I can get this guy in damage and PR by the end of the night. I got about I'm probably gonna do this about another hour or so. Oh, also, by the way, I should mention this now. We actually have a Discord. If you look through the actual Twitch site, we have a link to our Discord. If you press it, it'll let you in immediately. There's no other thing you gotta ask for permission or whatever. You just gotta click on a link. And we have a reasonably active Discord. There's a number of us there. All 5 of the whelps are there. So if you have a question about this game, I can definitely answer any question you have. And also, just if you want to chat a bit, and get to know all the guys in the group and the types of games we play and stuff like that. It's just, we got a really neat group of people. Yeah, buddy. Okay, cool. Also, it's good because occasionally we'll put up, I'm not saying all the time because we've been very bad about it lately. We're trying to get better about our scheduling. Oh shit, that just erased them. We occasionally will put a semi-schedule up there to give you an idea what's happening. I can tell you for sure right now, that Wednesday there's going to be a group game, so it's going to be me, Christian, who is my cousin, he's another member of the group, and Benj, who was another member, and Josh. So there's going to be 4 out of the 5 whelps playing a game called Crossout on Wednesday. Tomorrow there may be a stream. I have to talk to Steven yet. Me and Steven are probably going to be playing some more Fortnite, but we may play something else, depends. And then this weekend, there's probably going to be some 7 Days to Die, so it's going to be a fairly active streaming week. The idea with the channel is we wanted to have enough people a part of it that we're able to keep the channel active throughout the week. And we're not in it for the monetary portion of it. It's not concerning us, really. We love having fun. We love playing games. And so we're just running the channel together. And we're trying to grow it the best we can as a group. So we do actually have affiliate status, which is really cool. We did gain that last year. I think in September is when we actually gained affiliate status. So we've just been working the channel up. That's been a lot of fun. Yeah, dude, Crossout is a fantastic game. The only problem is it gets really grindy to the point where it's hard to progress past a certain level. But I think it's worth it. I just love going into a match and blowing shit up. It's fun having a custom vehicle. Alright, now we got some more dungeons. Let's go deconstruct some stuff. Oh, I should mention right now, I am one of those guys when it comes to his cornerstone. This is actually a fishing tower. You can catch most of the rare fishing game inside this tower. The way they used to do dragons, the reason why I have so many dragons used to be a hell of a lot easier to get. If you spent enough time throughout any given day, you could have, you know, a dragon every couple of weeks, no problem. Now it takes quite a bit longer than that, usually. Just to gather up all the dragon coins you need. There's some dungeons that way. I don't have any other good deals. I very occasionally will put $5 into this game just to get one of the Qubit packs. Is it a Qubit? No, credit packs. One of the credit packs. Just to get gem boosters. Because you have to grind gems. Obviously in order to get all your gems set up, but grinding dust is something that I hate doing. So if I can get a little bit of extra dust for like $5, I generally try and do it because that saves a lot of grind time. It's hard to say because when you leave glyph open, it counts as time that's been logged on. I would have to estimate I've put 1,500 hours into this game, maybe 2,000, because I have a lot of pre-Steam hours. Like, I have hundreds of hours before this game was migrated into Steam, when it was just its own thing. Is there somebody in that one? Okay! I can give you a little demonstration. Let me get this thing going first. I can give you a little tutorial. So basically, this is a more action-packed version of Minecraft, I guess you could say. Has a really varied class system. So there's a lot of different characters you can play as. Let's get this taken care of. Okay. Okay, so we have. Let's get the class sheet up. Oh God. Making me look like an idiot. There we go. So basically, you pick your starter class. I think there's only 3 or 4 classes you can pick to start with, and then basically you start leveling them up. You know, just like your average MMO. Gear is very basic. You only have 3 items to worry about as far as your armor and your weapon. 2 pieces of armor, 1 weapon. You can have a ring, ally, and your mount. So basically, you're just going through different dungeons, different portals, in order to gain access to different worlds where you can level up your characters. Higher the level of the portal, obviously, the more difficult it gets. So let's take a little bit of a look at the club. There are 6 starter classes now? Okay, that's good. I haven't been to this portal house in a while. So this is a club world. The nice thing about this game is that you can have your own club world. So this is a club world that I've built probably more like 85% of this club world, I think. So that right there is a layout of all the biomes that I've put together here over the past couple of years. A lot of it's empty, but there is a lot of arenas. There's different portions of the city. So this is all just custom, whatever you want to build. You have combat mode, which is what you see on the bottom. How is the population and is not pay to win? Well, here's the thing. The nicest thing about this game is that since it is all pretty much PvE, there is PvP, but you don't have to worry about it that much as far as the pay to win goes because it doesn't really transfer into the PvP. Yeah, the people that are spending hundreds of dollars on this game are getting the best times in Shadow Towers. But as long as you're not too worried about the Shadow Towers and having like the best times of the week, it's not really a big deal. So yeah, you can make yourself super powerful. Like in the past 3.5 years, I've spent probably $120 on this game just to save myself time on certain things. Like I've unlocked classes that I didn't want to spend months to get. Something like that. Buying a couple gem boxes here and there. But there's people that spend $150, $200 a week on this game. Just because that's what they want to do. And they open tons and tons and tons and tons of boxes and get all the good stuff. But the nice thing is, as far as gems go, you have to grind to get gems. So you do have to put the time in. As long as you have the time to put into this game to get gems. So it's a little bit... This is where it kind of gets into the Diablo feel. So all these gems right here, let me get to a class that has all the gems. Where's my gunslinger? There he is. So once you have a level 30 character, yeah, everything takes time. Lots and lots of time. But so if you have time, you can make yourself extremely powerful. Now me, I am your upper average level player. So I have... all the classes unlocked. I have everything in a reasonable power rank. I've spent a lot of time in the game, but I haven't spent, in comparison to a lot of the higher level players, that much money. Basically, the stuff I did was just time-saving things. I didn't put my money into throwing it all into chance boxes. I just unlocked a few classes and some patron passes to be able to level a little bit quicker. So there's easy things you can do. Like, Patron's not that expensive. Actually, did they lower the price of Patron? Why does that look cheaper? I swear to God that's cheaper. Huh. Anyway, so for a 15-day pass, which I would suggest it, you can get a lot of leveling done, get all your basics taken care of. And really, it's for a free-to-play game. You don't have to do that. For a free-to-play game, for putting in $5 or $6, it makes everything work. Yeah, I thought it was cheaper. That looked. What is it? I think it's $2 cheaper now for that 15-day pass. But anyways, yeah, you can do some pretty impressive stuff here. So I'll give you a little bit of a flyover of the club world itself, so you can see the things that you can make. Obviously, everything's based off of blocks. There is no half block or slanted block system or any other types of shapes. It is all based off of a singular cube. There is, however, decorations. So now you can have decorations that are built off of a smaller block count, and I'm pretty sure it's like it brings it down to a 10th. Every block is a 10th the size of your average cube. If I'm looking at that correctly, distance-wise, I think that's how it is. Maybe it's a little bit bigger. So this is the first thing I ever built with my friend when I started playing this game, was this castle here. So this is made out of glass blocks. So now let's say you want to do PvP. I actually made some PvP arenas. So you'd go through one of those portals here and it would start a PvP match. There's both team deathmatch and capture the flag. So like you would get flag down here. You would grab the flag. And then you'd have, I think you have 2 jumps in PvP. I haven't done it in a while. So you would come through here like that. And then I'll save some travel time. And you can come up to the return here. basically soloing dungeons to level up and get... Well, you don't have to solo dungeons. You can go with a whole bunch of people. And also, this is one thing I should do, I guess. Let me get back to the portal. Dungeons in this game are different. Dungeons take very little time if you've perfected speed leveling. Some dungeons may only take 5 or 6 seconds. You just blow a hole in the roof, go in, blow the crap out of the enemy, and you're out. That's basically how it can be. So let's head back into a world, and I'll give you an instance. Then the end game stuff is doing shadow towers. So shadow towers are the end game instances, which is what you're striving towards. You're trying to get your power rank up for. You're trying to get your damage up. And it takes a while. It does. It takes a lot of time. But I think it's a lot of fun. If you love playing dress-up in games, there is a costume system, so you can buy different costumes. And all these different armor items and stuff, and all the weapons and stuff you can change out. So the pinata masks, the glowing guns that I have here. There's a lot of different things you can do. A lot of customization options if you like that thing. Need one more. So also, once you have a lot of jumps and you have dragons to be able to move places and stuff, it's all about knowing the weak points of a dungeon. So, oh, what did it send me to? You know what? That's what I thought. It put me in a tree. I'm in a tree. Damn it. Oh god, yeah. No, dude, that's what this game is. This is an actual MMO. It's not like Minecraft where you have to invite others into your private instance. The only private instances in this game basically are club worlds, and then you can have pretty much as many. I think you could have several hundred members join your club world. But all these open worlds, this map that you see right here, this is an MMO, and everybody in here is just can join this instance anytime they want. So there is thousands of people playing, and it is a real, true MMO. Definitely. All the maps are procedurally generated. So after a while, after a map's been explored, you'll basically see another one pop up. Alright, so let's get back to our other class now. Alright, this is good. We got 2 dungeons here. We're about to hit 17, and when we hit 17, we get to use another gem. I get to socket another gem on this guy, which I'm looking forward to.
Now handle it!
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. God, I love hearing that sound. And if you're wondering where that's from, that is from an old video on YouTube that actually inspired our initial group to get together. So a little bit about the channel for you. I think I told Sir Slowbro about it a little bit. Basically, there's 5 of us. There's 5 of us gamers. 3 of us host, but a total of 5 of us play. I am Greg. The others are Steven, Josh, Benjamin, and Christian. And we play quite a variety of games. We play things like Euro Truck Simulator. We play Entropy Universe. I obviously play Trove. I play a lot of old retro games. I'm playing through Lara Croft Tomb Raider, the original one, right now. And I'm playing a couple games on the NES, like Dragon Warrior 3. I actually started to play through that on stream. I'm playing Subnautica right now. Steven is going to be playing RimWorld soon. We're going to be playing some more... what the hell is that one? Scrap Mechanic we're going to be playing. We're playing Crossout, which is a nice, fun, vehicle builder game with an arena-style combat thing in it. That's going to happen on Wednesday. Friday, we may play Cards Against Humanity. I'm not sure yet. That's going to be up to the guys. We're going to try and figure out when we're going to play that. But we have a real varied schedule. We play a lot of different games. And yeah, go right ahead and download the game right now. It's definitely worth it. There's so much you can do in here. Let me go through. Okay, so here's your weekly leaderboards and stuff for everything you get. So like there's your overall ranks. So once you get your overall ranks high enough, you get certain rewards every week. And then there's your actual weekly contest, tallying up how many boxes you've opened. Experience earned, Glim earned. Glim is one of the currencies in the game. They got something to do for everybody. You collect dragons, so you can collect all these different dragon mounts, like the one I'm flying right now. Let's swap this guy out for somebody a little bit more intimidating. Let's grab... Oh, who do we got? We went past him. How about Aramatra, Scourge of the Everdark? Aramatra I just got. You know what? I think it was Aramatra was actually the one that I just got recently. Not Yor in the Dusk Shadow. Now, if I had to make a suggestion as to what class to start with, because you're starting with one class, I would say to make things easier as far as grinding and becoming more powerful quicker, I would go with a gunslinger to start off with. That's just my feel on it. The gunslinger gains its power immensely once it unlocks its class gem at 5,000 power rank. Once you get the class gem, or once you're able to get a class gem for your gunslinger, everything changes. You can deal an immense amount of damage with it. So, you unlock classes. I can show you, I think. Let me see. I think I've got a station set up. Let me see if I got a station set up. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't have one set up here. I can go and show you. Let's go take a look at how to do that. So, you can either buy classes outright from the store. I've done it a couple of times. But now they've introduced a way to be able to make them over time. Let's go take a look. Where's my door? There's my door. That's a monorail system I installed right there. So you can take a monorail to any part of the club, basically. It's in most of the club. Not all of it, but most of it has a monorail leading to it. Okay, so you collect various items. You can make all your starter classes pretty easy. All you need is one Chaos Core. So if you get a Chaos chest, I think, yeah, you get a Chaos Core just out of the Chaos chest. If you get one and you get 1,000 Flux, 30 bottles, 10 Bleach Bones, you can make different classes like that. Here's your basic classes and your advanced classes. So now the newest class, the one I'm playing with right now, the Vanguardian, you can't get into this thing at all. It's so new, you either have to buy it outright or you have to get it via a new style of getting classes. They just added a new biome that's kind of an upgraded version of an old biome, and you have to do certain challenges in order to unlock it. But here's all your more advanced classes. Shadow Hunter, if you want to go Shadow Hunter eventually, that's a lot of fun. Love Shadow Hunter. If you want to be a tank, your Revenant is your tank. Chloromancer is your medic. And then you got things like Ice Sage, which slows things down, a Neon Ninja, throwing stars, stuff like that. Fey Trickster. It's really neat. And Dino Tamer, you ride around on dinosaurs. So you got a little bit of everything. My first love as far as a class goes, another solid class if you wanted to pick it, is Candy Barbarian. Candy Barbarian is a solid first class to go with. He is a bit tanky too, so he's actually easy to get to use. Usually you have higher health with his gems, depending on how you have him outfitted. But super easy to use, and he does burst damage. Once he gets his class gem set up, he can deal a massive amount of burst damage with his special ability. Gunslinger is constant damage, and you're going to do more damage over time with the Gunslinger by far than any of the other classes. Alright, so let's get back into U6 portal and keep leveling. Did I gain that level already? I wasn't paying attention. What do we go with? Are these basically identical? These are identical, right? Alright, one of these is better. It's this one. This one's better. Okay. Alright, so I started my adventure with 82,000 damage coefficient. I'm now up to 282,000 coefficient just after playing here a little over an hour. Damage coefficient is a little bit more difficult to explain. It's an extra stat, so you have to have a mod from the workshop. It's just a normal mod, you download it, and what it does is it calculates your average damage. That's all it does. This coefficient right here just tells you the sum of all your damages. So it combines your attack, I think it takes into effect your attack speed, but I know it at least factors in crit damage, crit hit, and either your magic or physical damage, depending on what class you're using. So it gives you an idea of how your class is doing. Alright, now that I got these new gems on here, I'm starting to melt through these things pretty easy. My base crit hit is now up to 40%, so we're starting to get there. What is my best looking mount? It depends, really. I would say definitely one of the dragons. We can take a quick look at those. So, I absolutely love the Pokemon Dratini. It's always been one of my favorite Pokemons. So, in my opinion, Palashian, Soul of the Sea, is my favorite, just because it's basically a fucking Dratini. And he flies through the air like that. I love Palashian. Palashian's awesome. As far as cool looking goes, Cadavros might be the coolest looking. Let's take a look at Cadavros. Cadavros is also the most useful. Cadavros has an automatic fire, so you can harvest the most blocks for building with him than any other of the dragons. Now we do have another option too. I like Fortros. Fortros is a classic. Fortros is one of the original awesome ones. He does. I love his wing structure. Also, Fortros fires out his ass. I think. Or did they fix it? He fires behind him. He shoots, like, down. It almost looks... Yeah, that's right. Alright. Other than that... Let's see. This is probably my favorite 2 mounts in game, are these. This rocket. I just love this. And then I almost have to say it would be better. It's an actual goddamn rocket ship. So this is probably my favorite thing just to ride, but it's not very useful. The dragons are the most useful because you're able to break into dungeons with them. Let's take Scintilla out for a while. We haven't had Scintilla. Okay, let's get back to doing some dungeons here. So, I think our next gem unlock is 20? It sure looks like it's going to be 20, which is going to be our empowered fire gem. 20 used to be the level cap, and the level cap is now 30. By the way, Sir Slowbra, what type of ring do you have on your character? So, like, what class are you maining, and what level of ring do you have? Dude, thanks. Really appreciate that, man. Yeah, we can't wait to see you back. So you get a chance to meet some of the other guys this week, hopefully. We usually all make an appearance within a 1 or 2 week span. So yeah, really hope you enjoy the channel and what you see in the future. And really, thanks for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. That helps us a lot. So have a good night, bud. Alright, so this thing's starting to get some serious power with this guy. I might have to go to U7 next. I'm gonna go C. I don't think we're gonna get any more experience in a U7, but I think after this dungeon we're gonna go and see. Just to see power-wise, because we're blowing everything away in the U6. I think we're finally gonna switch over. What is this? Square necessities. Huh. We got some chaos chests to open here. Let's take a look, see what we're gonna get. Pearl of Wisdom. I needed one very badly. So let's go fix one of these armor pieces that we have here. I think I already got the other one fixed. Let's try and get this one fixed. Yeah. Let's do the weapon. Okay. Chaos Forge weapon. Aha! It's a tough call. Let's do the weapon. Alright, so that should give me a little bit more power. 42%, 310,000 damage coefficient already. Let's go let's take a look at a Sky Realm now, I think. Let's go to U7 Sky Realm. And see if we can handle it. I think we're getting the same amount of EXP here. What's a jump we had from that? Not too much of a jump from that, but that's okay. The jump is going to be when you hit level 20, we can put on that final empowered gem. That is going to be so sweet. And then I think our next leveling episode for this guy is probably going to be on a weekend when there is a giant EXP boost going on. And I can use these EXP boost tokens to better effect. Wait, how much EXP am I getting now? Holy shit, that went up to 9,400 now? Alright, I'll take it. We can find some dungeons this way. Alright, now we're getting our groove on. I'm gonna shoot for getting level 20 if I can in the next 10 minutes. I doubt I can do it, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay, we're almost halfway there. We could do it. We could do this tonight. And I might call it here after this next dungeon, because I would like to be able to see it work tomorrow. What is that? Is that a get? Did they change it? They changed the symbol. Wow, look at that. They changed the symbol of the Gather All Trovians thing. I think we can do this. We're just going to go ahead and do it. I don't care. I'm getting to level 20 tonight. Alright, good. There's two dungeons right next to each other over there. So that'll be some quick XP. You know what I just realized? I don't have the class gem for this thing. I have no idea what the class gem's even going to do. Oh, we're actually gonna hit level 20 really easy here. There's a whole bunch of dungeons clustered really close together, and I am alone, so I should be able to get all of them. You know what? I've heard people talking about Dracolite having gotten significantly stronger with some of the updates, but I think GS is still going to be the ultimate, in my opinion, and I think pretty much everybody else who's doing a lot of Shadow Towers right now, GS is still the best. I mean, I know my GS rocks the house. Alright, we're going to head back, and we're actually going to get the new class gem for this guy, I think. I have a whole bunch of keys to use up, so we're going to go get a couple and see if we get lucky. But yeah, I mean... Well, let me show you this. Yeah. All right. So here's an Uber 9. And that's basically how it goes with Gunslinger. I sure can. Definitely. I want to test the Vanguardian in U9, actually, because I want to see how powerful I've gotten him tonight. I just started leveling him like 2 hours ago. So let's see if I can get this guy's ult to work this time. I mean, this is basically what a Gunslinger can do once you've got a lot of power into it. Ah! Just absolute destruction no matter where it goes. So let's go try the Vanguardian in a U9. I'm really curious. I don't think it's gonna be good, but not quite. But he may do okay. He's not a total pushover right now. But yeah, I would say definitely 100% go with Gunslinger. Alright, so there's your basic punch attack. It's got a laser beam attack. Shoots out of the eye. Let's get a U1 in here.
Very well. Now handle it.
Thank you. And there's the ranged attack. The ranged attack's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so that was a 12,476 PR Vanguardian doing U9 with pretty, it took a little bit of time, but it was pretty much doing it with ease. As long as you get enough power in something, most of these classes can... I mean, like, my Fey Trickster destroys on a U9. Just gotta get enough power into him. But yeah, if you want a good one to go with, I would say just go straight for a Gunslinger. That's my best thing to say. Level your Gunslinger, get that thing maxed out, and then you can work on doing all your other classes. And I need to find a place to deconstruct my shit. Can you see them? No, you can't see them on a map. I wish you could. Aha, there's one. Alright, so we're going to go unlock the class gem for the Vanguardian. So if you want to see what the class gem for the Vanguardian does, stick around for another minute or two. Stream's not going to be going too much longer, but I do want to go check it. Oh, you're a 16K G? Well, then you're fine. You should be able to melt everything. Oh, shit. Back it up. Back it up, bud. Now, you're a 16K GS. You have its class gem, and you have stellar items on it. If you got those two things, you're golden. Let's get the gunslinger out for these, just so we can get a little bit faster progress on the gem grinding here. Because I've got to get going in a few minutes, because I need to work early. That was a piece of absolute shit. Ah! These are the stats we're working with, by the way. So I've got this guy pretty finely tuned. He's not perfect, but he's pretty darn powerful. Not too bad. Oh shit. That was weird. Well, that's a better gem. Yeah, much better stats. It's just not quite that power rank range we're looking for. So that might be the one we go with, but I'm hoping to find one when we start it with 3 stats. I've got a decent amount of keys, so we have a chance. I might burn the rest of these tomorrow and try. But I'll do at least 1 or 2 more here tonight. And yeah, the stats on my my gunslinger, that's been my main class I've been putting so much of my time into. So he's got a 3 million damage coefficient, which is pretty darn good. In order to do all the speed runs, I think the number that they want now is 5 million. So he's not perfect, but he's definitely up there. Well, this guy works pretty good. Where's that? Ah! Jackass. That's better. Oh! That's the one we're looking for. Did I loot the what? Stellar point? Oh, that's a good start. It's in physical damage at least, that upgrade. Oh yeah, that one started as a 3-star, so that's what I was looking for. And its first upgrade was actually in a good category. What we don't want overall you don't want too many points into crit hit. Crit hit, you really don't want to have too many of your stars in, because as long as all of your gear has crit hit and you're able to max it all out, you don't want too many of those ups to be in crit hit. Alright, I'm not gonna... I could look at the stats, why not? No, that's junk. We have 2 more close by, we might as well do both of these. But I am pretty friggin' sure that's the one we're gonna go with. Because it started with all 3 stats, perfect. The only problem is its PR isn't high enough. But that can be fixed. PR can be fixed. Good news is I haven't socketed his empowered gem yet, so this is going to turn out perfect. You know, we can actually put that thing in. Connecting with the final hit of a combo reduces ability cooldown slightly. Holy shit, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Not the bad. Alright, bud, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate the follow, man. Hey, by the way, if you happen to be back later in the week, we got a whole bunch more streaming coming. We're actually a group of 5 streamers that are from this channel. So I'm Greg, there's Steven, Christian, Josh, and Benj. We're going to be doing some other streams throughout the week, so hopefully you'll be able to catch some. We're going to be playing a whole bunch of different games. It's like a variety channel. That's what Web Squad TV is. Yeah, man, Thursdays is usually simulator day, like Euro Truck Sim or some flight simulator. Fridays is usually a group night. Sometimes it's just me and Steven. Wednesday's like a group night. And then we play some single-player games also mixed in throughout the week when we're feeling like it. So we try to put on a good show. We usually have a really great time. So also, if you're interested, we actually do have a Discord. We have a schedule usually we post, a light schedule, not exactly a strict one. But we do have a schedule in Discord, so if you want to check that out, the link actually is on the Twitch page. And, yeah, that's about it. I am very tired right now, or else I'd give a better explanation. I think that's the last one I'm doing. Oh, no, dude, we play a lot of stuff on console, too, actually. You'll actually see a lot of console games being played, actually. We play a lot on PS4. I don't play Trove on PS4, but we do play a bunch of other games on PS4. I do stuff on Xbox One. I even do a lot of older consoles because I do have an Elgato streaming unit. That one's not bad. Let's do the last one. So yeah, I'm sure you'll find things that you like. We do a little bit of everything. I am out of flasks. I have got to be careful. Come on, gunslinger, where are you? Dude. That actually is a good gem. Well, cool. Oh, actually, we already are out. Let's go back to the classic area over here. And then we're going to be all set for the night. In case I change my mind, let's put that in storage. Yes, this is what we needed. Yes! I'm gonna need some more. Oh my gosh, it expired. Nah. That's some other time. Okay. Well, that was a successful first test of the Vanguardian. Got it all the way from level 1 to level 20 in one night, and got it all the way to 14,000 power rank, with a total of 475,000 damage coefficient. So we are ready to rock and roll next time with this guy. We're going to try and get him all the way to 30 in not too long a time. We're going to wait until there's a better EXP gain, though, I think, possibly, so we can use those EXP potions to our benefit. For everybody that watched tonight, I really appreciate it. Meant a lot to see everybody coming out to check out the new class and checking out the channel. Hopefully we will see you all again in the future. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to follow. Means a lot to get those new followers for us. We're trying to grow our channel. We're trying to put as much effort into this as we can. We're a community of 5 gamers. I am Greg. There's Steven. There's Josh, Benj, and Christian. Me, Steven, and Josh all host different streams. Benj and Christian join us for our group streams. And we play a huge variety of games. So if you like to see a little bit of everything being played, we're the right channel for you then. So thank you all again for showing up. Appreciate it. And everybody have a good night.